Okay, so I'm going to start this on the front plane. And I will start by drawing a circle at the bottom, or I'm going to go with the center line, midpoint line, make sure that's horizontal and coincident, and then I have a line down and over, same thing on the other side. So I could have drawn a rectangle. Let's lead a line. I will use the tangent arc. All right, so that creates my tangency. I have a hole right here. And I'm going to leave out the counter bores and the counter sinks. And I'll smart dimension this. So it looks like this is 2 1/4. From the center to the top, I need to do a little bit of math to figure this out. So right here, I have 1.625 from the center to the center of this hole, plus 3.75 from the center to the center, and then plus 1.375. So that will determine my height. This right here is a 2-inch hole through, and that is not defined because those 2 points were not merged together or coincident. All right, so now I'll take this and I will extrude at the thickness, which is 1 1/4. Okay, so my part orientation is actually incorrect. I will edit my sketch plane by expanding this. Right click on sketch 1, edit sketch plane. This should be on my right plane. All right, Control 7, got the proper orientation. Now I want to add these holes using the hole wizard. So I start, cancel that, no sketch needed, choose hole wizard. And I'm going to go through and set these settings. So my counter bore, that's at the top, right here, counter bore, and scroll down and choose show custom sizing. The inner diameter is 0.625. The outer diameter is 1. The depth of the cut is 0.5, and the other is through all. Once your settings are in, choose positions, select your face, and drop 2 of these on that face. Control 8 to go normal to. And now I can smart dimension these holes into place. They are, from top down, 1.375. The 2 are horizontal to one another, so selecting both points, horizontal. And it looks like they are 224 away. My dimension in is 1.125, so I'm just going to dimension here 1.125 and do the same thing from this side. Okay, so there are my counter bores. I have 2 counter sinks. Right over here, it says, actually there's only 1, not 2. So I'll do the hole wizard again, and I'm going to choose my counter sink. My custom sizing, the hole through is 0.5. The larger diameter is not provided. My degree is 87. Sorry, the larger diameter is 87, and my degree is 82. The depth, 0.3, that will be determined from these. Position, so So I'll drop this in place and now dimension this at 1.625 from the center, up, and then over 1 1/8 this way. I may have gotten dimensions wrong on that, but I could go back and make my changes later. And accept. Yep, I definitely got measurements wrong. And see inch, 0.5. Larger is 87. And my angle is 82. That looks correct. All right, so I need a hole over here added through. I need this cut out and this piece built on. This can be built on pretty easy. So I'm gonna go to my front plane now, which should be in the center, and start a sketch there. Control 8 to go normal to, and it looks like I have a line here, line down, line up and over, and the dimension I need is 0.625 here. That should fully define it. This is an extrude cut from my mid plane at a distance of 1. So there's that. This piece gets built on, hole gets added through, so going right here, Control 8, use a rectangle across, and the size of the rectangle is 1.5 and it's located 2.5 down. So 1.5. That would fully define it. You could add your fillets now, which I would recommend doing. It's a radius of 25. And now I'll extrude this at 2. Okay, I need to add my hole here. Size of the hole is 1. It's located 2 1/4 from the edge. And 1 in from here. So now I take this and extrude through. I am missing the hole at the bottom, but I'm going to go and save this now. So this is figure 10.112 pen block. So now I want to turn this into a sheet. And I'm probably just going to add this to the other that we've already created, but just to go through to my standard 3 view, browse for that part. You may be able to adjust your size. So select your. I'll just keep it 1:4. I need my hidden lines on. I need my tangent edges off. Okay, now I need my center lines and center marks. I'm going to select the entire view, just auto insert, and do the same thing. My center lines were already added in place. I need my smart dimensions. Sorry, model item, import onto all, remove here, eliminate duplicates. Clearly, I'm going to have to do a lot of cleaning up with this. So this is to get moved down. Never delete your dimensions, just modify them. Well, this 2, I'm going to replace. So I will hide that and smart dimension somewhere else. I can move it around later. This dimension of 1, I don't like the linear dimension, so I want the bent leader. So I will smart dimension and drop that into place. 2 1/4 is necessary. The 1 is necessary. This dimension of 2 is necessary. And the 1 1/4. But I can move these around. So let me hide this, hide that, and I can smart dimension them. There's my 1 1/4. There's my 2. I'm going to try my best to line these up. There should be the gap in between here. This dimension of 1 is necessary, but this is crossing over. So I'm going to just take these and pull them off. This dimension of 1. This can get pulled back here. It stays right where it is there. And let's go to this view. 0.625, 0.625, 3 decimal places. This radius 25, well, I don't like where it's located, so I'm just going to hide it. And smart dimension maybe over here. Because I have to make a change to this, I'm just going to write times 4. These are probably going to be lined up with one another. This needs to get pulled away. These anchor points need to get moved off. There's a couple overlapping. Same thing. Once all of that is cleaned up, that would be your part.